Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lehns and you're watching Get Germanized, how to do a Scottish accent or my German attempt.
All on board. What should I do?
Ah, ich weiß.
I have dabbled in different accents and dialects before on this channel, and I really do like the Scottish one. I have purposely not said Scottish in the Scottish accent because I'm, well, not 100% sure if I would get it right away. And we want to look at a text-based instruction first that teaches me how to do a Scottish accent, and then after I'm gonna listen to real Scottish people or people who teach this accent, this dialect of the English language. So, and I also know that the Scottish accent, the dialects are different inside of Scotland as well, so not every Scotsman or Scotswoman will sound the same. I know that, but we're gonna look at, well, the basic one, I suppose. Let's get started. Alright, so first we got this WikiHow how to talk with a Scottish accent, and it is reader approved, has 84% of readers that found this article helpful, so I assume this is a good one. It might be helpful to our endeavor here, so I'd say we'll try. So first of all, understanding pronunciation, understand the differences in Scottish dialects. Just like American, Canadian, and English accents, Scottish accents vary widely based on region. That's what we talked about before. It's not going to be the same everywhere you go in Scotland. Same like with the dialects in Germany, pretty much. So we don't really need that. Well, the generic Scottish accent is hard to define because there's so many types, yada yada yada. Alright, they describe which accent sounds like what where, but we want to do a general Scottish accent, so I guess that's what they're teaching here. Set your oral posture. Okay. Oral posture or vocal tract posture is the way you position your jaw, lip, tongue, teeth, and even vocal cords to speak a certain way. There are some basic techniques that you can employ with the positioning of your articulators. That's the lips, the teeth, the tongue, hard and soft palate, etc. To speak with a Scottish, damn it, now I did it anyway, accent. Set the tip of your tongue far back in your mouth. When you speak, pull your tongue backwards to your throat. Pull your tongue backwards to your throat. It works already. Doing this will help you get the harsher guttural sounds associated with the Scottish. Let's learn first. Accents. When speaking, you still want to keep a lot of movement or action in your lips and jaw. Isn't that how I always talk anyway? I don't know. Keep your lips out and your mouth open as if to get your lips around each sound and word, like this. Because you are pulling your tongue back, you may be tempted to close or tighten your lips. To counteract this, focus on keeping your jaw loose and unclenched. Okay, so the U is oo. So pull becomes pool. Pool. I kind of know how they say it already. Like I could say pool, but it's I think pool. Pool. They also say pull the same way. They say pool, pool, and pool, pool. It's difficult. Pronounce like words the same. Joints what like words? Pronounce like words the same. Join syllables and words and drop G endings. Okay, unlike in American English where pull has a slightly different pronunciation than pool, in a Scottish accent both words sound like pool. Okay. When trying a Scottish accent, think of U sounds as double O sounds. If there are two short words together, pronounce them as one. Did not often becomes dinner. Dinner? Dinner. However, avoid speaking too fast. Drop the G sound from words ending in a G. For example, say evening instead of evening. Suing becomes suin. The O becomes apparently no, nah. Replace O's and A sounds. The A sound, officially known as the near open front under rounded vowel. Is that the official name? It doesn't sound easy at all. Near open, front unrounded vowel is an R sound with more emphasis on the R and less on the H. You hear this sound when you pronounce words like have and that in American English. Have and that. Try making the R sound in words like not to become nay. Words that end in double O sounds get more of this A pronunciation as well. To is pronounced as te, 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 te. Do becomes de, day, day. Really? Am I doing it right? I'm not sure. Additionally, no gets a bit of an R sound at the end, making it sound like no or nay. Another example of changing how to pronounce words in a sentence, I am going to the shops over there. In a Scottish accent, it would be pronounced as I'm going to the shops or there. Or there. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. I'm going to the shops or there. That sounds more like it. Playing with vowels and consonants. Glottal stop. Glottal stop. Play around with the glottal stop. The glottal stop is made when you close off airflow in your throat during a word to pronounce your T's. Think of it like an absence of sound. For example, if you were to say glottal stop with a Scottish accent, you would say glottal stop. The glottal stop is not used for every T sound in a Scottish accent. If you have a T at the beginning of a word, you would still pronounce the T. For example, that would sound like the. And at the end of the word, you would constrict your throat to stop the airflow, okay? The. Learn how to roll your R's. Well, I'm German, so I already know this. Roll your R's only once, so tapping them. Do this especially after a D, T, or G. Okay. Words like draw, trip, or grant all get a rolling R sound. So, draw, trip, grant. Words like where can get a bit of an R roll, but here you want to touch the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth after the R sound. Where? Yep, it tips. Where? This action forms a sort of D sound. D. So where becomes more like where. Well, kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say where D or where'd. Just like where is it? I don't know. This also is called tapping your R's. Okay. Atkins law. Beat bit. Key. Okay. Follow Aitken or Atkins? Atkins is something different. Aitken's law is the vowel length rule that characterizes how different Scottish vowels are formed. Before learning each specific vowel pronunciation, you can generalize vowel pronunciation to help you get a feel for speaking in a Scottish accent. Generally, vowels which are followed by consonants are short. Short vowels appear in words like bead, which is pronounced bid. Okay, bead, bid. In a Scottish accent, the word mood rhymes with good. Mood, good. As you don't elongate the double O in mood. Or mood, good, mood. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Long vowels occur when a word ends on another vowel. For example, you would pronounce a word like key as key. Key. So shorter, I guess. The same applies for a word like done. Here it would sound more like the word dome, but with an N. Done. Ah, I get it. Done. The vowels are key in a true Scottish accent. As a general rule, vowels are less harsh sounding in a Scottish accent. Vowels may be short or long, but you pronounce the vowel with more of an open mouth. Remember to keep your jaw loose and not clenched. Okay? Ooh. It works. Using colloquial terms. Go away. I don't know. Go away means on your bike, pal. On your bike, pal. So on your bike, buddy. I don't know means I didn't ken. I heard though that ken isn't often used by everyone in Scotland. Some people use it, but many don't as well. So learn slang. Well, that's good in any language. If you speak this slang, then you seem more local, more native. So I suppose. Learn slang. If you wish to pass for a Scot, you must learn to speak like one. Familiarize yourself with the slang of the Scots. Part of using slang is following the vowels and consonant rules. Certain words are also just pronounced differently. Yes often becomes yay. Yay. Nice. Instead of saying go away, you can say on your bike, pal. Note, a bike doesn't have to be present. But this is a colloquial term you may hear in the Midland or lowland areas. Here, huh? I see ya. Well, you might say, I don't know, or even I don't know. In your normal speaking, or I don't know. In your normal speaking voice, it sounds quite different in a Scottish accent. To say, I don't know, in a Scottish accent, you might say, I dinna ken, or simply, I dinna. The word ken is typically only spoken in Midland dialects. Okay, so what we just established before. Instead of hello, or similar, instead of hello, you can greet someone with, alright, yeah. Alright, yeah. Oftentimes, instead of saying yes or asking yeah, you would simply say eh? Eh? Nice. Everybody. Abdi. What? Abdi? Am I doing that right? Abdi. That sounds Indian a little bit, to be honest. I am not. I'm no. Shorten and change certain words. It's hard to get every colloquialism down, but a lot of Scottish terms are simply changing American, Canadian, and English words by employing vowel and consonant rules. For example, instead of saying everybody, you could say abdi. Sounds so weird to me. Here you are condensing the word from 5 syllables down into roughly 2. I am not becomes I'm no. Here, serves the same purpose as I'm. Yeah, I mean, why do that? I mean, it's the dialect, so there's no why did they do that. But anyway, listen to people speaking the accent. Yes, this is what we're going to do after this text. So look forward to that. The best way to develop a Scottish accent is by listening to it. Get to know any Scots you may know a little better. Watch Scottish movies or even go to visit Scotland. I will do that in the future for sure. I would like to know more Scottish people. Television shows like Doctor Who often have Scottish actors who speak in his or her natural accent. Karen Gillan, David Tennant, and Peter Capaldi are all Scottish. Listen to how these actors speak compared to the English actors on the show. I have to admit I have never watched Doctor Who. I am so sorry, all my British friends. I will. I like sci-fi. I love sci-fi, so I probably would like this too. I love David Tennant. The rest, Karen Gillan and Peter Capaldi, I don't really know. I don't think. Maybe I've seen them before. James McAvoy. What? McAvoy, isn't that Dr. X, the new Dr. X, and Jared Butler are 2 other Scottish actors to listen to. Watching interviews of these actors is a good way to listen to the accent, so we might do that as well. Both the film and the book Trainspotting are also great ways to get acclimated to the Scottish accent. The book is written phonetically, so when you read it aloud, you are forced to speak with an accent. That's pretty cool. Both Dead Man's Chest and At World's End from the Pirates of the Caribbean series feature Bill Nye as Davy Jones, where he speaks with a heavy Scottish brogue. Okay, interesting. So I think that's it for the article. I would say let's listen to James here on YouTube. Alright, so we get this interview here. James McAvoy is Scottish in his personal life, it says. I think this is the Colbert show, right? Yeah, this is Colbert. Let's go.
You feel at home in a theater.
Yeah, that's kind of
a lot of stage work, haven't you?
I have done a lot of stage work. Yeah, I've done Macbeth. Ooh.
You could already hear Macbeth, like in that word alone.
Are we allowed to say it? Are we allowed to say it? Yes,
sure.
we are. Come on, everybody. And
1, 2, 3.
Macbeth! You're all going to die tonight. Yes, I did Macbeth and just did the ruling class in London, and I quite often work with the same guy, Jamie Lloyd, a director who's just wanted.
The director. But in the other R, word before, he didn't say like this more rolled R. He said it more normal. I just heard A tip, maybe.
So I'm very lucky.
Tap, sorry.
Yeah, I'm a professional Englishman.
Yeah.
But I'm a private
spare
Scotsman.
time- spare time
I
you're
help
Scot?
them out when they're busy, but
Out. Instead of out. Out.
but in my spare time I'm Scottish.
Scottish. So it's not Scottish. Scottish. Like I sometimes do, just to joke around with my friends. It's Scottish. Like less harsh. I mean, again, in this dialect.
People think of you as English instead of Scottish? How Scottish are you, I guess is what I'm asking.
I'm the real deal. I'm the full
The real deal. The real deal. Like, I'm the real deal.
square sausage.
Square sausage.
Sorry, the what? What is that?
Anybody Scottish here?
Scottish here.
Anybody know? Yeah. Hey, you know what a square sausage is? It's not a euphemism for like
No. So he didn't say the T. No.
a kind of big sexual thing. It's
The square sausage
the
sounds
square
painful.
sausage.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like you don't put a square thing in a round.
Put. Instead of put. You don't put.
Yeah, no, a square sausage is a beef patty that
A beef patty.
we traditionally have as a breakfast sausage.
Breakfast.
And people from Scotland are wild about it.
Wild about it.
People from anywhere else in the world are
World. Okay, so two syllables. World instead of world. World. Like squirrel. Almost.
we call it a council estate. And so there was a particular area of Glasgow which
Area. Well, we get the gist, right? Let's look at another video. So this particular video is by Video Jug, How to Speak with a Scottish Accent. I think it's one of the oldest and most watched videos on YouTube about how to do a Scottish accent. This has 3.4 million views. All the videos I just watched are going to be linked, of course, in the article as well. So let's get started.
Now the key to any accent is to isolate the sounds that are specific to that accent.
I agree.
So when I'm talking about a Scottish accent, I'm going to talk about a very generalised Scottish version of the English language, sometimes called Scottish English. There are, of course, many different accents depending whether you're in Glasgow or Edinburgh or Aberdeen. This one is probably what we'd call a general Scottish accent. Now the first thing you need to work on is your R sound. So for most Scots speakers, they don't actually use the R.
Yeah, we saw that already. Like, it's more subtle sometimes.
We associate. It would be very rare to hear murder with big long R's.
Murder.
It's more common to roll the R just for one roll. It's called a tapped R. Bright
Bright red.
red. So let's say bright red like that.
Bright red like that. Let's say bright red like that.
Also in words like butter
Butter.
and bird.
Burnt.
Notice that it's tapped. So it's not bird or not bird. Bird.
Burt. Oh, that's more difficult. Burt. 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 I think that was closer to it.
Also, if you get an L after the letter R, sometimes you'll have an extra syllable on the word, so that girl becomes guddle.
Guddle. Ah, what a beautiful guddle. What a beautiful guddle. Guddle. Okay.
Guddle.
Again, I'm not making fun of it. It's just fun to say it and how I'm failing. That's what I'm laughing about. I'm not laughing about your dialect, I promise.
And world becomes world.
World. World. So difficult.
The loveliest girl in the world.
The loveliest girl in the world. Shit. The loveliest girl in the world.
Our next feature is that the vowels in bath and laugh are the same as the vowels in trap and man. So quite often they're different for other accents, but in this accent they're the same. Bath, laugh, trap, and man. There's no difference.
Bath, lap, trap, and man. Okay.
Bath, laugh, trap, and man.
Bath, laugh, trap, and man.
Also, the oo and vowels are the same. In the UK at the moment, there's a TV commercial with the tagline, good with food. The narrator on the commercial is Scottish, so we hear good with food.
Good with food. Good. Good with food.
They rhyme in his accent. And that's the same for all oo and sounds, so that hook and pool are hook and pool.
Hook and pool. Pool.
The difference between the pull of a rope and pulling a rope.
Pulling a rope. I'm so failing, am I not?
In the swimming pool.
In the swimming pool.
Pool. Pool and pull are the same. Pool.
Pool.
Finally, listen to this phrase which will show you a few more features. It's not a problem if you haven't got any. It's not a problem if you haven't got any.
It's not a problem if you haven't got any.
Now this is more to do with dialect than accent. In fact, when you're researching an accent, it's important that you look up any dialect words, any words that are different in that accent than they are for other people.
Huh.
So, for example, rather than saying not, a Scots speaker might say no.
No.
It's not a problem. And rather than
It's not a problem.
haven't, havene.
Havene.
It's not a problem if you haven't got any.
It's not a problem if you haven't any gotten it. That's yeah. Okay, I guess that's it. Let me know how I did. Did I achieve to sound at least remotely Scottish? Well, Scottish. Did I sound at least remotely Scottish? I don't know. Well, if I did, tell me in the comments, and also tell me if I didn't, how can I improve? Did this video help you to attempt your own version of a Scottish accent? Let me know, and like the video if you had fun, if you found this helpful. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.